What's up, guys? It's Geo back for episode 5 of week 2 of Pushed 1500 in the UU tier. In the last episode, we were able to get our rank up to 1,238. I'm shooting for 1,300 in today's episode, but we're gonna see how it goes. We're 13-4 so far, so we're doing pretty good. We're still using the same AmpCune team. I really do like this team. It's probably the best team I've used in UU so far. Anyway, looking at this guy's team, Doublade is scary because it's really bulky. He has Zoroark, so I'm always going to be nervous of that. Oh, good luck, have fun to you too. And then we have probably Mega Aerodactyl, Infernape, which is scary because it can go a couple different ways. Same thing with Zoroark. And then we have Physically Defensive Slowbro and Specially Defensive Amoonguss with that Regenerator Core, which is going to be very annoying to break. But to scout his lead, I'm going to lead with Victini. Because I don't honestly think this is his Infernape. So I'm going to U-turn out. No, it is his Infernape because he fakes out. And that gives me the chance to go for the Zen Headbutt. I'm not sure if he knows that I carry it. But now he does. It brings him down to his Focus Sash. He's probably just going to get up his rocks. That's a good play on his part. Because, well, while rocks don't destroy my team, they do hurt Victini every time it switches in. I'm actually going to predict his switch to Zoroark and go into my... Actually, no. I'm actually just going to stay in with Victini because... Okay, so yes, now I know that is his Zoroark. I can go into my Fortress to take whatever move this thing wants to go for. It's probably going to be a knockoff. It is going to be a Night Daze, and holy moly, that does a lot because that is a special move. So, what am I going to... I'm going to go out on a Florges on this thing, which is probably what I should have done in the first place because his Night Daze is not going to do anything. And then I'm going to go for the Wish to try to Wish Pass into my Fortress because I know Fortress can handle this thing fairly easily. Let me see. What do I have to take this thing on? I'm going to go into Fortress and hope he doesn't go for Spore, although I think he is going to. He goes for Toxic, which is great for me because now I get all that HP back, and I will probably be able to get a Rapid Spin off. He says, nice one. Thank you, man. He is going to go out into a Slowbro, but it doesn't really matter because now I have damage on that Slowbro, or on the Zoroark, so now I can tag it whenever it switches in as opposed to the Slowbro. Oh, whoops. But, and I also got the Rocks off the field, which is a big plus. I'm just going to go straight back out into Zoroark, or Florges. He's going to trick me a Choice Scarf in exchange for some leftovers. That's not a great trade on my part, but I can now just wish out into whatever I want to bring out because I know he's probably going to switch. I don't think he has a whole lot to touch me. Even if he has knockoff, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. I'm going to start the timer. This is shaping up to be a fairly long battle. I'm going to wish and probably just go straight back out into Fortress. I don't think I have any reason not to. Because it'll get my Fortress back on my Sturdy back on my Fortress. Not my Fortress back on my Sturdy. It looks like I am lagging a little bit. Lag. Check. No, right as I start typing, it starts to move. So he is going to Spore, and that is the best play for him right now. But now this does give me a free switch into my Victini, where I can force him out with the V-Create and go for the U-turn. So here comes his Doublade, but I'm not too scared about this thing, because I can just sit here and go for the V-Create, as he just makes the good play and sacks his Infernape, which reduces my speed a little bit and is going to force me to go into something else. Except he does have a very slow team, but I still do need Victini hanging around for Aerodactyl. So it does look like Fortress is going to be my best switch here, as he's going to straight up go Mega and go for the Hone Claws, which is super scary, because now he goes for the Fire Fang. That's pretty much going to take out my Fortress. I am just going to leave this thing in and sack it. And then hopefully Suicune can take a hit, and I can hit this thing up with a Scald. Because I am running Crocoon. I've teetered back and forth over whether to, oh yes, Suicune eats that up. I've teetered back and forth over, yeah, and I get the burn. Okay, so as I've been trying to say, I teetered back and forth over whether to run Crocoon or this different variant of Suicune that I made with like extra sensory, Ice Beam, and Calm Mind, along with Scald, because people will think it's Crocoon and switch in something else on it, and then I can just easily take them out, and it's not that hard to take it down. So now I am going to go for the Sleep Talk. Oh, he goes for the Toxic instead of the Spore. So I'm just going to rest off the damage. I forgot that I would be slower. My mindset there was he's going to put me to sleep, so I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk and look really, really cool. But he's just going to start going for Giga Drains. But at this point, I don't think there's a whole lot he can do if I keep Sleep Talking. Oh, I get the burn. If I keep Sleep Talking Calm Minds. I know I'm going to wake up next turn, so I'm going to take this opportunity. He's going to think I'm going to stay in, so I'm going to take this opportunity to double out into my Victini and hit whatever he wants to bring in with a V-Create or a U-Turn. So here's Victini. He goes for the Giga Drain. Not a problem for me, because I'm just going to go for the U-Turn. He's probably going to switch into Slowbro to take a fire move. And there it is. So that U-turn is going to get off some nice damage on Slowbro and give me essentially a free switch into my Mega Ampharos, which can put in a lot of work on this thing. But because of that, I'm going to Volt Switch out, because I don't think he's going to want to stay in. And at this point, because he doesn't have Rocks up, and I was able to spin them away, then I can alternate between my Amoonguss, or I can alternate between my Victini and Mega Ampharos and basically whittle his entire team down. At this point, I am going to go for the V-Create, because I'm pretty sure he's going to predict me to U-turn, expecting Slowbro. Yeah, so that is what happens. I'm going to be able to take out his Amoonguss with the V-Create, meaning that half of his Regenerator Core is gone, and I can just kind of switch out into Suicune right now, because Suicune is not going to help me for a majority of this battle. Psych, this is Zoroark. Good play, good play. I'm just going to Calm Mind here, as he's just going to take me out with the Night Days. Was not too big of a problem here. So he does have Zoroark right here, but whatever he wants to switch into is not going to take kindly to this U-turn. Hopefully he doesn't have Sucker Punch. I am going to be able to get some nice damage off on Slowbro and come back in with Ampharos and hit whatever he wants to bring in with the Thunderbolt. And because I do carry HP Fire on Mega Ampharos does a lot of work to the rest of his team. Scarftini, no, Banded. I'm just going to tell him Banded so that he assumes that I'm doing something else. I'm going to HP Fire here, because I think it is the best play. If he is Weakness Policy, I just may have lost the game. He's not Weakness Policy, though. That's awesome. So I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO him easily with HP Fire and deal with his Zoroark and probably pick up either the 3-0 or the 4-0 here. So that's really good. That's a nice first battle. Here's Zoroark. It's not going to take kindly to this Volt Switch. He's going to be able to hit me first. Mega Ampharos is fairly bulky. Yep. Taking that with ease. And we'll finish it off with Flygon, because Flygon didn't see any action here. So this whole like Volt Turn thing in UU that I'm working with right now is really, really working out for me, and I like it. Thank goodness I don't miss the U-turn. That does put our rating up to 1265 here, so it's probably only going to take 2 more wins, barring a loss, until we get up to 1300 today. So this team is super threatening because I'm fearing Kaboom Mew right now, because Kaboom Mew can put in a lot of work to my team. He can also get up hazards. He has Tentacruel for spinning. Trevenant is a spin blocker. Slash probably physical wall because Tentacruel will probably go special. We have probably mixed wall, Rotom H, or Scarf. Probably Scarf because I don't see another Scarfer on his team. We have Mega Absol and probably competitive Milotic. But he has a very, very bulky team, and that's one thing that's a lot different from UU than OU, is that you see a lot more bulk. But I'm going to lead with Victini because I can take on whatever he wants to bring in. I'm not really scared if he wants to trick me here. And I don't really think he can do anything, so I'm just going to go straight away for the Zen Headbutt. Because it hits nearly his entire team neutrally. It is going to do 44%, and I am going to get the lucky flinch, so I am a little sorry about that, because like extra residual damage like that with flinches isn't really stinks, because he could have just Volt Switched a turn earlier. Maybe he was going to trick me, but you never know. Here comes here comes Watch Doge, the Absol. I think Fortress is a relatively safe pivot, because I don't see a rocker on his team, barring Mew, but I'm thinking he would have led Mew if Mew was his stealth rocker. I am going to turn on the timer here. Looks like we are experiencing a little bit of lag. That's unfortunate that we're getting some lag here. Hope you guys can't hear my computer being loud. So it is going to register my switch to Fortress as he ends up going for the Swords Dance. Fortress does not care about that. I'm just going to Volt Switch out at this point as he goes for the crit Night Slash. But Night Slash does have a high crit ratio, and I flinched him earlier, so I guess it kind of makes up for it. How fast is Mega Absol? Mega Absol is base 115 speed. Holy moly. And it probably has Sucker Punch, so I don't really want to switch Victini in because I don't want to lose Victini this early in the match. I am going to go into Suicune here and try to go for the Scald and pray for the burn. I have gotten lucky with Scald burns so far. But even if I can just switch him out, force a switch with Crocoon, that's going to be really nice. As he does end up going into Mew. And Mew does get the burn, but that means that it synchronizes over to my Suicune. At this point, even if he's physically offensive Mew, I don't really think he can do that much to me. Oh yeah, there's his rocks. So fairly early game rocks. I'm gonna Aromatherapy here as he goes for the U-turn. So he is rocking a little bit of Volt Turn here, and the Aromatherapy is going to cure my team. So that's pretty cool. Expecting the Poison move, I'm going to. I think I can take a Poison move. So I'm gonna go for the Wish as he goes for the Toxic Spikes. And expecting him to set up a second layer of Toxic Spikes, I'm going to go into my Fortress, because I think no matter what he does at this point, except if he goes for the Scald, I'm going to be okay. He ends up going for a second layer of Toxic Spikes, which is really cool. And now, expecting this, I'm actually going to Rapid Spin, because even if he switches to Trevenant, I'm okay with that. There's Trevenant, not too worried, because I can just start stacking hazards of my own until I force a switch into whatever, until I force a switch into Mega Absol. Because even though he has Tentacruel, I want him to bring his Tentacruel back out for me. This is actually a really well built team by him, because it's a bulky offense team that works super well against Volt Turn, so I'm going to have some trouble. Okay, Shadow Claw is going to do 18 or 15% to me, so I'm safe to continue to stack hazards. And at this point, I'm hoping he realizes he can't do anything, so I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin, anticipating the switch into Mega Absol. Because if I can get his hazards off the field, then this is going to make it a lot easier for me in the long run. Hopefully he does go out in Absol here, and I'm not left looking stupid, because I don't like to look stupid. He ends up going for the Leaf Seed, which was a good play on his part. But I'm just going to continue to set up my spikes. Actually, no. That's a dumb play by me. I'm going to go out into my Flygon. Maybe? Actually, no. I'm going to go out into. Jeez, I don't really have anything for Trevenant. Trevenant's hard to beat. especially with these hazards on the field. But I am going to go out into Flygon. Hopefully he doesn't Willow. Goes for the Shadow Claw again, does 36%. My goal right now is to just break this thing's sub, because this thing is annoying. So I'm going to U-turn. Oh, it doesn't break a sub because it's neutral. I forgot about that. Anticipating the Will-O-Wisp, I'm going back out into Fortress. And he doesn't go, and he goes for another sub. So I'm just going to go for the Slow Volt, because he'll set up his Leech Seed. I'll be able to do more damage to his sub. Then I'll go back out to Flygon. Flygon's taking a little bit of rocks damage, which stinks. But I do have Florges as a cleric for later. So I know his moveset is Sub, Shadow Claw, Leech Seed. I'm not sure what his last move is. He didn't go for Willow last time. So I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw. Breaks his sub. That's cool. Goes for the sub again. Dude, I'm fine to continue to sit here and Dragon Claw. He ends up going for the Leech Seed. Now I am going to pull the U-turn into my Fortress because I'm expecting him to want to sub right here. He actually makes the switch out into Tentacruel, which is great for me because now I essentially force him to either lose his hazards or take a ton of hazard damage with Trevenant. And I'm fine with either one of those. I'm going to lag check. I may bring you guys a 6th episode with this team just because I really like using it. But I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin here because I really want his hazards off the field right now. Yeah, we are going to trade getting rid of hazards for getting rid of hazards, which is great in my book. I am going to Volt Switch now as he starts to set up more Toxic Spikes. But that just means I can go out into Flygon and can force him into something else, because I don't think he's going to withstand and take an Earthquake. But we're going to see about that. I'm hoping he goes out into my Lodic, which is okay by me. Because now I can just U-turn back out into my Florges. I can Aromatherapy whatever. I can Aromatherapy the poison, get rid of the hazards. Or to get rid of the poison that he dropped on me from the Toxic Spikes. So here comes Mew. I'm not too worried about Mew, though, because at this point, I'm just going to go straight into my Fortress to get rid of the hazards. Because I'm going to set up my rocks here, because I'm anticipating the switch into Trevenant, Big Tree. So as long as Trevenant comes in, I can set up my rocks. Yeah. So here's Trevenant. There's my rocks. I'm going to set up one more layer of spikes just to continue to hurt him on every switch. He goes for the Shadow Claw. He needs to just set up a Leech Seed every time he sees Fortress on the field. He's going to go out into his Absol, but I predict that going for the Volt Switch, meaning that I can come in, get that crit, and I guess Flygon is my best bet. Maybe he tries to Swords Dance or something. I gotta hope that he tries to Swords Dance. But I'm gonna go out into Floor just because I do think it is the safer pivot at this point. And I can go ahead and Aromatherapy because I'm fairly certain I can live whatever hit he wants to throw at me. Barring like a crit Night Slash. If he gets 2 crit Night Slashes, I think he can knock me out. I am very, very frail on the physically defensive side. But here comes Tentacruel, which is great, because I can protect and block him from spinning this turn. Get a little bit more HP. And then go out into Fortress. Because this means that he can either... Oh, dang it. He gets rid of my hazards, which stinks. But I'm just going to go ahead and set my Stealth Rocks up again. Because, oh, he's going to Scald. Okay, I should have Rapid Spin there. I made a mistake. Because now, depending on rolls, he's going to be able to take me out. He isn't going to be able to take me out, which is really awesome. Anticipating him to set up another layer of Toxic Spikes, I'm going to go out into Ampharos right now because I need to start actually breaking his cores here. He's going to go for the Rapid Spin, giving me a free switch, essentially, into Ampharos. And I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, I guess. Yeah, here comes this Mew. I'm not too worried about this thing. Because even if he tries to set up rocks again, I'm just going straight back out into my fortress. He goes for soft boiled, which is kind of annoying. But by the looks of this thing, I believe the only attacking move that it has is U-turn. So I'm just going to rapid spin. Oh no. So he decides to just U-turn straight away instead of trying to do whatever. Instead of trying to set up rocks, which is fine by me. I'm going to go out on Florges because it doesn't look like he has anything to touch Florges. He goes for the Night Slash, only does about 26%, meaning that I can take him out next turn, but anticipating him to go into the Tentacruel, I'm going to actually go into the Flygon, maybe? Yeah, I have to because I don't want him to set up his Toxic Spikes. But he actually goes out into his Mew, which is even better for me because I can hit him up with this U-turn right now. Because after the Expert Belt boost, it's going to be more powerful than a Stab Earthquake. It isn't going to take him out, but I am going to go straight out into my Fortress. Wow, it's still 6-6. It is still 6-6. So at this point, I'm actually just going to Volt Switch on out because I believe he's going... Oh, I messed up. I messed up big time. But here's Flygon again. And after burn damage, how much did I do to him last time? About 40%. So I'm going to try to force him to go for... Okay, he's going to go out as my Lodic, which is fine by me because now I can switch out into my Ampharos. How fast is my Lodic? Oh wow, he outspeeds me by a lot. Fearing the Ice Beam, I'm just going to Volt Switch, but he decides to just go straight back out into his Trevenant, which is good for me. Because now I actually am going to sacrifice some HP from Victini and go for the V-Create on whatever he wants to bring in, because it is going to do a lot of damage, even if it goes into his Tentacruel. Oh, he's just going to go ahead and sack his Rotom Heat, which is great for me. Because as long as that Rotom is out of the way, then I can freely spam Earthquake. After the Scarf, or after the Speed Drop, I'm not going to be faster than him, unfortunately. Meaning that I'm probably just going to have to live with having Rocks up this match, which stinks. But I'm just going to go out on floor just hoping that he doesn't get a crit Night Slash. Goes for the Night Slash, doesn't get the crit, meaning that I will be able to Wish on this turn. Oh no, he has Play Rough. I forgot about that. Well, that's great. I'm just gonna go into Victini and U-turn out, maybe? Yeah, I'm just gonna U-turn out. Because even if he does pull a switch into Mew, then he's gonna get slammed. Because Victini's powerful, best Scarfer in UU. And it is 5-5 right now. Oh, he has Sucker Punch. I completely forgot about that. That was an idiot move by me. Ugh. I know Suicune can take any hit he wants to throw at me, so I'm going to go for the Scald. I'm starting to break down here. Not playing as well. Give me the burn. Dang it. Let's see. I believe Ampharos can take any hit he wants to throw at me. Yeah? I know he has Shadow Claw. Don't go for Leech Seed, please. You go for Leech Seed, of course. Okay, I'm going to go for the HP Fire and try to catch him off guard. He goes for the Sub. He is Sub Citrus. That is easily going to break his Sub, but I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. He probably has me in this match. His team was just way too bulky for my team. I wasn't going to be able to take it out. I do break his Sub with that right there, but I'm going to go out into Flygon and go for the Dragon Claw, hoping that it can take him out right here. Because Flygon does have the potential to do a lot of work to him, but I'm just not going to be able to break through this Trevenant, and that is going to be the game. Good game. That really was a good game. I guess my only chance is boosting up to +6/+6 with Suicune. But even then, I'm not going to be able to break through my Lodic. So it looks like Ampharos is my only option here. Hopefully I can HP Fire and live a Shadow Claw. I am able to live a Shadow Claw, so say bye-bye to Trevenant. That does give me a little bit of optimism, but it's not going to be enough to take out whatever he wants to bring in here. Do I have a non-attacking move I can go for? Nope. Because I know he's going to go for Sucker Punch here. He goes for the Night Slash. Alright, that's cool. I'm going to rest here. I am going to try to prolong this battle. Not because I think that, oh yeah, this is a cheap strategy, so I'm going to be unsportsmanlike. But because I think that I can still win this battle if I can Calm Mind up to +6/+6. Oh, why did I go for Calm Mind? I need to go for Sleep Talk. So we can use Sleep Talk. He got Calm Mind. That's cool. He's just going to Dragon Tail me out, though, so that's a bit unfortunate. I'm just going to Rapid Spin here, although I know he's going to be able to take me out. I do need rocks off the field. Yeah, he's going to be able to take me out there. So Mega Ampharos is going to die to rocks on the switch. And so all I have is Suicune. He's not going to be able to Dragon Tail me out. So hopefully I can boost up to +6/+6 and sweep him from there. I'm deliberating right now whether or not I should cut the video until I get back to... until I either get up to +6/+6 or lose. Oh, he's just going to go out into this thing. Go for Scald. Dang it. If I got Scald right there, that would have been really, really cool. I believe I wake up this turn, so I'm just going to go for the Scald. And take out his Watch Doge or Mega Absol. How long is this battle going to be? Oh, wow. That's 25 minutes right now. He can still win. I don't see why he can't. Oh, no. He doesn't have any attacking moves on Tentacruel. But I'm gonna have to be I'm gonna be have to be at least +4 to take this thing out. Hopefully he just forfeits here. Sorry if I'm not commentating much. I'm kind of focusing on. Okay, so he can't really do anything at this point. So, that's looking like I was actually able to clean this battle up with Crocoon. This was a really good battle. And, people, this is why you run Crocoon, because Crocoon lives forever after it continues to boost up. But I am just going to go for the Scald here, going to be able to take him out after the 2 rest turns. And, yeah, I don't believe he can do anything to me. My only hope was greed. That was... that's some inspirational words right there. But it looks like I am going to be able to win this battle. So that was a really, really good game, shooting to face. Unless you get like a mega crit, I don't think you can win from this point. Even if you burn me with Scald. Well, watch him like pull out random HP grass. Scarf my Lodic HP grass. Yeah, he doesn't like Crocoon very much. But he's not going to be able to PP stall me out because I only have to get up to +6/+6 with Calm Mind before I can start spamming Scald. Yeah, he's actually doing less than leftovers at this point. So in just a minute, I will be at 100%, and he won't be able to touch me at all. He just has to hope and fish for the burn right here. But that doesn't really matter either, because I can just sit here and rest all that damage off. He's not going to be able to do anything to me in the process. So now I am at +6. Shooting to face, if you ever see this video, just know that I'm not boosting up to +6/+6 to try to like rub it in your face or as a form of insult. It's just that like I'm still not doing that much damage to you, even at +6. Like, you're still eating up all my hits. So it's just a matter of me trying to end the game as fast as I can, because I do think I can take you out with Scald here. Doing about 36%. We're gonna chance it on the rolls, and then if I do live, he goes out of Tentacruel. So this gives me a great opportunity to rest back up to full. Actually, no, I'm not gonna rest back up to full. That's just gonna take too long. He's going to go for Sludge Wave, does 5%. I'm going to be able to take him out with a Scald, and that's looking like Crocoon dominating the end of the game. So if you guys ever had any doubts about Crocoon, then that should show you guys like how good this thing actually is, because I was pretty much doomed in this battle. He had just completely destroyed my team up to this point. I'm going to go for the Scald here. I don't know what he's doing switching. Maybe he's just letting me take him out, trying to rack up burn damage. But I should be able to take him out from here. Probably with insult to injury, I'm going to get a burn here. But no, that is going to take him out. That was a massive 70 turner. That is going to get me up to 1303. I got 38 points for winning that battle. So that is a fitting end to week 2 of Push to 1500 in the UU series. If you guys did enjoy this episode and this week, please make sure to slap that like button and answer today's comment question of the day, which was, how do you like this team? Do you guys want to see me use it in bonus episodes in the future? Because I may do that. And with that, please make sure to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.